has already been studied.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so today we are going to study based on the idioms list about mood. Here is the file that we sent you on study. We have sent you a file on study. Please check out the file first.
Yes, I see the picture. Yes, I see the picture already.
Yes, okay, very good. So this is the idioms about mood. And the very first audio we need to practice today is feel down. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
here I have a phrase like this. We usually say that I feel unhappy, but in IELTS we should say that I feel down or I feel under the weather. I am under the weather, for example.
Mm.
You have like three ways to express your unhappiness feelings. You can say that, oh, today I'm feeling down, or today I am under the weather, or today I am feeling under the weather. So here, feeling down under the weather means that you are okay. You are suffering from happiness and depression. Okay, a little bit depressed and a little bit unhappy. Right now, I need you to create a
Chị
situation
Hoa Sen.
for me.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, very good. Okay. So, Ms. Ren, can you create the situation for me? I need to hear you using the idiom feel down in your situation.
The item cool down.
Yes.
Um, in, uh, at the workplace. Today at the workplace, I uh, I have I have a trouble with my manager, so I feel down right now. Um,
Okay.
the
Okay. So you
situation
say
is
that yeah, at
yes.
the workplace. Okay. What what kind of situation are you in? What kind of problem are you facing with the manager? Because I cannot hear you clearly. Listen. I cannot hear you.
You mean I explain more detail about the situation, right?
Yeah, yes, of course, very good. Okay, the problem that you are facing with your manager that makes you feel down because I cannot get what
Uh,
was teach with the manager.
okay. Um, because my manager asked me for a report uh about a social insurance, but I didn't know about the report before. Yes, and I asked uh I a question. I give my question for her, and then she uh how can I say um she so many energy, and then she yell, she speak out loud. She she
But
called
she
to
yelled,
yes, yes, she no, not really yell, not really yell at anybody, but she speak out loud, and she um bring me to finance department. Yes, and
oh,
she asked them for the she request requires she requires them um intro the report for me.
yeah, she required them, okay, to
Mm-mm.
enjoy, okay, enjoy the report for to you. We use the word to,
Yes,
okay, not for,
yes,
but
two,
here.
yes,
Here is the
yes.
second mistake. That is the word enjoy. Okay, we cannot use introduce for
Intro,
report.
yes.
We don't
No,
use introduce. We don't use introduce for
mm,
reports. Introduce, like I'm
mm,
going to introduce you to my friend. Okay, for example. But here for the word
mm,
report, you should say that she required, okay, the finance
mm,
department to
mm.
to show me the report or to demonstrate
Okay,
the report to me. Okay,
okay,
demonstrate,
okay.
demonstrate.
Yes.
And Miss Yang, today is the second. Today is the fourth day of radio talk method based on get the idiom list. And right from today, I'm not going to write anything. You need to remember the words by pronunciation. So please remember the word demonstrate, the same as the word show in English. So
Demonstrate.
here it's like yeah, demonstrate the
Yes,
report to you. And here, Mr. Why? Why does the manager require okay the finance department to demonstrate the report to you? Why?
because because she want to she want they had to she could require they hand over all of the tasks regarding to uh HR for me, but
Oh,
but
okay.
in the part um in the current situation, they just hand over for me a little bit in this. So it's very difficult for me to follow the task and very difficult for me to understand on the bending task regarding to HR.
Regarding to
Yes,
HR, okay.
HR. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
right here, I got everything you said in English. But the problem here is you use too much, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, which makes me
Mm-hmm.
okay, which makes it very difficult for me to focus on the key point in the situation. Because after listening to you, I cannot get okay. What does your manager actually do, okay, about the HR or about the SR. I don't quite get the situation. So right now, Mr. Jan, you need to arrange your ideas again, step by step. And please use the linking
Uh,
words to describe the situation like first of all, second of all, third of all. So this is the way that we are going to use when it comes to IELTS examination in speaking or Cambridge examination in speaking skills. So we need to use the linking words firstly, secondly, thirdly, or
mm,
first of all, second of all, or third of all. Do you understand me, Mr.?
yes, I understand you, but I know this work. I know this work you said, but
Yes.
I feel I feel difficult to um put in
Yeah.
in my situation because I'm practice about practice less.
Oh, so you find it really difficult for you to use these words,
Yeah,
okay?
because
When it comes
my
to
hobby my hobby my
a
hobby
habit.
when I speak, yes, I cannot
Okay.
connect my connection about the vocabulary so short
Short, short.
short, yes, short.
Understand. It means that you don't feel confident in your vocabulary. So that is the reason
uh
why it is very
yes,
hard for you
the
to
yes
order,
the reason
to
why
order
when
that.
yes the reason is when I try to react a situation, I try to think about which word that I want to use, and then I forgot about the linking verb.
Yes.
Linking word. Yes.
Oh, so when you try to think about okay, the right word to use in your speaking,
Mm,
and
mm,
you will get okay the linking
mm,
words in your speaking. Oh, is
mm,
okay. So first, okay, you are talking. First, you uh, so okay. So what I got from your situation is first you describe your feeling, like feeling down because because you because you meet your manager and you felt and you feel and you are feeling down after you meet your manager. That is the first thing. Second,
mm.
the manager takes you to the finance department, and in this
Yes.
second, okay, in the second step, you need to describe what does your manager do in details, okay, when he or she comes to the finance department. So here, this is the second step, okay. So please use Please reorder your emotions and your ideas again. And first, share with me you feel down, but what does your manager actually say to you to make you feel down in the very first step? The second of the second step, the manager drags you, okay, drag, the manager drags you to the finance department. And what does
Mm,
manager do in the finance department with you and with other people of finance department? So we have only two keyboards, the first two keyboards from your speaking. So right now, please first look at the first keyboard and look
mm.
at the second keypad and describe the situation for me again in a more specific way. Do you understand me, Mr.?
Yes, I understand you, but I cannot remember all the idea you said.
Okay, so here is
Can
the
you
first
read it?
idea. The first,
Can you read
the
it
first
in the chat box?
because right now we are
Uh,
trying to gain your memory capacity. You need to learn
uh-huh.
to memorize all the information because if you cannot memorize the information, the more things you hear from the listening part, the easier you are going to forget all pieces of information. So we need to train our memory capacity to make sure that after you listen to somebody or after you listen to the recording in the examination of listening skill, you still
Mm,
remember the pieces of information. So this is the
uh,
memory capacity training, not
uh,
the
uh,
words chat box. So, Mister,
uh,
right now,
uh,
please look back. Okay, please try to remember the feeling. You say that you feel
uh,
down, you feel down after you meet your manager, and your manager says something to you, okay, that
mm,
makes you feel down. So that is the first information. So show me again, show me again from the first key information. What does your manager say to you to make you feel down? That is the first piece of information here.
yes.
What does he do to make you
Um,
feel down?
yes. In yesterday, yesterday, my manager um asked me about the report regarding to social influence. But I said that I didn't know about the report. Uh, then she looked nearly angry, and she brought me to finance department. Uh, she give the finance team member to show me the report, hand over for me on another task regarding to HR. Yes, but finance team member seem uncomfortable. They said that
Yes,
they
I understand everything. I understand everything, and the information is much clearer right now because I understand everything, and the information is much clearer. It is much better right now. It's much better, much
mm,
better. So right here, okay, Miss Chang, okay, so
yeah,
that is the first information, but there is too much. There is too much in the very first information. There is too much from the very first information because your first information you just want to say to
mm,
me that okay, you feel down because the manager asks you okay for the report, and that is it. So that is the very first information about you feeling down and about your manager asking you for the report, okay, the health insurance report, and
mm,
because of what reason, okay, that because of what reason, and what did you actually say to your boss about the health insurance report in the meeting between you and your boss that makes you feel down, Mr. What did you actually say to your boss in the meeting between you and your boss about the health insurance report? What did you actually say to him? What did you actually say to the manager when she asked
uh,
you about the health insurance report?
uh,
That makes you feel down. I need to understand this essential information.
we need more information about what did I say with
Yeah, what did
my
you say?
manager in the very first time, right?
Yeah, yeah, in the very first, okay, for the very first time, okay, you meet your manager, and your manager says something to you about the health insurance report. And after
Mm,
you hear the manager saying that, you feel very down. So the key
mm,
point here, what did she actually say to you, and what did you actually say back to her
okay.
that makes okay, the situation worse? That is the key point. Don't talk about the HR, don't talk about the
Uh,
financial consultant because that is the second point
uh,
of information, the second point. Okay, okay, could you guys understand?
the key point is my manager said that they have I have to send the social insurance report to um to head office before 15 or 17 of May, but I totally have no information about this.
Oh, okay, you certainly have no information about the deadline, the submission, right?
Yes.
The submission
I
time.
I have I have no information about information of the deadline, and I also have no information about the report, about the form of the report. I don't know where
Oh, I understand everything very good, Mr. That is the key, okay? That is the key. The very influential piece of information. Mr. Instead of using the word important, we try to remember the word like influential. Do you remember the action verb influence? It's like I will influence you in English, or I will impact you in English. I will affect you in English speaking environment. So we have the action verb influence. We have the adjective of influence that is influential. Did you guys understand? Did you understand everything I just said to you?
it is. Thank you. We want to
Yes. Okay. Influential. Influential.
uh,
Is it okay, Mister?
influencer, influencer.
Yes, very good. Influential it means very, very important. We cannot live, we cannot live or work or study without the Okay, these kind of things. So if you use the word influential for these kinds of things, okay, it means that you cannot live or work without these kind of things. Do you understand me?
Can you repeat again?
We use the word influential for
Mm,
things, okay, which are extremely important. When you
yes.
say that this information is very influential, it means you cannot work without this piece of information. Is it okay, Mr. It's not like important anymore. It's more than important. It's very and
Mm, mm,
extremely
mm,
important. That is
mm.
influential.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
I
okay.
got it.
So
Yes.
yes, okay. So the influential key point from your first piece of information is the
Mm-hmm.
feeling of you, okay, feeling down, and your manager say that to you. So that is the first key point. Very good here. And right now, Mr. I want you to recap all
Recap.
information. Yeah, recap. It means that you try to remember back, okay, all kinds of information pieces from the very first from the very first key point, and you need to try to remake the situation for me again. But the first key point, Miss Young, don't come to the second key point of you and the manager in the finance department. Do you understand
Mm.
my requirements right here?
Okay.
Okay, so let's start. Okay, you can have like 2 seconds to recap all kinds of information from the very first information.
Mm, okay, I'm thinking about this.
Yes, I'm listening.
Uh, in the yesterday afternoon, in the afternoon of yesterday, yes. I mean, um,
Yeah.
yes. Uh, my manager sent me a message. Um, she sent me a message and she asked me about the insurance, social insurance. Uh, she she met she mentioned about the she mentioned about the report 2 times, but I I have no information about this, and at that time I have too many tasks come come to me come together come
Yes,
together,
many
and
tasks
I,
come
I, I
together.
don't know how to manage. I don't know how to manage time to finish it. But she asked me again and again about the report, and I said with her that uh, I do not have any information about the report. Um, can you show me? Do you have the form of the report or something like this? Something regarding to the report. I asked her. I give her the requirement back, and then she feel nearly angry. uh,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Then she
and
feels extremely
mm,
angry.
what did
Oh,
you
Miss
say?
Jack,
Mm,
you said that and you said that and then she feels very angry. But you study a better
nearly. I
word,
think she nearly. Ah,
nearly
okay.
or very nearly. Okay, nearly
Nearly,
angry.
nearly, yeah,
Yeah.
nearly.
Okay, very good, very good. So let's Okay, so is that all? Is that all for the very first key point,
Mm,
right?
the key
Is that
point.
all?
What key point?
The, ve- the very first key point. So we have two key points. First key point,
Mm,
you feeling down with your you feeling
mm,
down after you meet your manager. And the manager says something to you, and you say something back to the manager about the health insurance
mm,
report. That is the very first key point. The second key point, your manager drags you, TRAG, drags you to the drags you to the finance department. That is the second key point. So right now, my question here is, have you finished delivering delivering all information about the first key point? Have you finished? Hello, Miss Jen, can you hear me?
yes, I hear you.
Yes, so have you finished everything about the first key point?
How do I finish the first key point? You mean this? What do you mean
Or
to
I want to say like
right?
you just describe the first
Uh,
situation of you and the
uh,
manager. You sit down, you say something, and your manager says something, and that is it. So I
mm,
call that the first key point. It's like first of all, second of all, and this is your first of all. This is not your second of all, because your second of all, the second key point is the situation your manager dragging you to the finance department. Do you understand? Okay, the thing the do you understand? Okay, everything I just share with you.
okay, I understand, but I don't know how to create more detail
Oh, it's
to.
okay because so that is the reason why I ask you. Have you finished presenting about your first key point? Have you finished presenting about the first key point?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. You have already done that, right, Miss Jen? You have already finished, right?
yes, I have finished the
Yes.
first key point already.
Yes. Okay. And here, so let's move to the second key point. Okay. And in the second key point, you have very influential information. And the influential information is the conversation between you and the finance department team. Okay. So
Mm,
please carefully consider all the details, all the influential details when it comes to the conversation between you and their finance department. Is it okay, Ms. Jane?
um, I'm not really understand your question.
Yeah, okay. My question here is for the first key point, for the second key point, sorry, for the second key
Uh,
point. Please try to recap
mm,
all the influential details between you and the finance department and the manager. So here, okay, please try to recap all the influential details, all the inform, all the
mm,
influential details among you, the manager, and the finance department, and the HR team. So we have like four sides here in the conversation. You, the
mm,
first side, the second side, the manager, the third side, the finance department, the fourth side of the HR team. So please try to recap, remember back all the influential details, okay? And please try to present to me again and make sure you order all the details in a good way. Don't try to mess them up. Is it okay, Mister?
yes, okay. Um,
Okay.
uh, Okay, sorry, wait me a minute. I'm thinking how to start it. How to, how to start the second key point. Um, after the conversation about after the conversation between me and my manager, mm, my manager seemed uh, I saw my manager was nearly angry, and she rushed me to finance department. Um, she speak out loud. She asked to give them the requirement. Uh, she give them the she give them require that they have to hand over on the task in regarding to HR to me in details. But I look at them at that I look at them. Uh, I think that they feel mm, uncomfortable because they don't want to do this. They respond that they had hand over for me on the on the detail regarding to HR task. But I know it's not enough. I know it's not enough. Um, many the uh they didn't. I think that they didn't tell me. They just they just hand over for me the daily task, but the the report isn't is not.
What the report is not. And anything
Yes,
else you want to share with me, friend?
huh? What
You
did you
just said,
say?
but you just say that the report is that. So it's that,
The
but is what? Is what? Is what is that?
no. I mean they just hand over for me. I just hand over to me the daily task,
Oh, the daily task.
but
Okay, I
yes,
understand.
just uh hand over for me the daily task. But the report, monthly report or report is not. Do you understand me?
Yes, yes, I understand everything. So right
Yes.
here, okay, right here, to
Uh,
describe, okay, to describing
I
more.
mean, huh?
Okay, please continue to speak because I'm listening to you, Miss Jen.
Uh, okay. And then they just tell me the admin task only, and on the start on the task regarding to HR or the report or some report regarding to finance regarding to money. And they didn't say anything about this, so it's very hard for me to follow the the bending task. um it's very hard for me to understand what they are doing. I have no time to look back what are they doing.
Yeah, and Mr. And you said you have no time to look back at what they are doing and why. Why do you want yourself to look back at the situation? Why don't you just look forward, but you need to look backwards? We have the word
Mm,
like look forward. If we look forward, we choose to get rid of the situation. We don't want ourselves to think about the situation anymore. That is, we choose to look forward. But if we look backwards, it means that we want to have the second thought. Okay, we want to have the second thought about the situation because we want to reconsider something. Okay, do you
mm,
understand the phrase "have a second thought" about something, Mr. Did you understand, right? Look backwards, backwards, look backwards, look back at, have a second thought about something, reconsider, rethink.
mm.
Is that okay, understand?
Okay. Mm,
Very good. So show me, show me. Why? Why do you want yourself to have a second thought about the situation? Why so?
mm. Because
Because,
yeah, uh because I am a newcomer. I'm just a newcomer, and I don't know. I
oh,
try to, huh?
you say that you are just a new farmer. What a newcomer or a new farmer, Mister? Newcomer or
Comer,
new farmer.
comer, comer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I understand. Do you remember the word junior? Because I said I
Yeah.
am a junior staff. Junior
Uh,
staff. I'm not a senior staff. Okay, junior and senior.
Junior. Um, okay, I'm
Yeah.
a
So
junior staff in the company, so I don't know the
very
workflow
good.
of this, and
Okay. So and
uh, and beside on the task they have hand over for me, I I have to receive the new task day by day, so it's take time, take my time to much to follow fo- um, take time too much to follow on the task.
yes, take time for us to follow up all the tasks,
Mm,
right?
I
Yeah,
didn't follow up.
yeah, okay. And then I believe please remember the first word that is the word follow
Mm,
up. The
mm,
second word from the situation is look backwards. Look
look back.
backwards. The third, yeah, backwards words like WARDS. WARDS. Backwards. Look
Uh,
backwards, right?
look
And
backward.
have a second thought about something.
Uh,
You usually
uh,
yeah,
I mean review, not look back. I mean review on the past or on the
okay. So oh. So if you want to say, oh yeah, that's it. So if you
I
look
want to
backward,
use review. Review.
reveal, okay, yeah, reveal. It's much more about work. It's nothing about emotions. But if you reveal something, you look backwards. Okay, when you
Mm,
look backwards, it's like you look at the past again, and you find
mm,
something very unpleasant. So here, okay, please use the word reveal, or you can say, oh, if you use the word reveal, it means the check out or examine. It's nothing about having a second thought about something or reconsidering. So reveal the
mm.
sentence was check out or examine, examine, or
Examine.
take a look
Mm,
at something, take a look at something. So here, so let's move forward. Very good situation, Miss Jen, about
mm.
about the idiom feeling down. So here I want you to practice the idiom of IELTS and Cambridge English. Please feel under the weather.
Under
Under the
the
weather.
weather.
Yeah.
Under the
When you say
weather.
that, yes, very good. When you just want to say that I am feeling very sad today, don't use
Mm,
the word sad because that is daily English conversations. Please try to use the word like under the weather. I am feeling under the weather today because my friends, my friends say something. Okay, that insults me. Insults me. So we have the word insult. So if you say something that hurts somebody, okay, you just say bad things, okay, about their personal life, or you say bad things about their personal profile. It means you try to insult them to make them feel hurt by your saying. So we have the word insult in in salt sult insult. So please try to use insult and feel under the weather in this situation. Is your turn right now, Michelle?
so can you run Ellen Ellen the install
In in I
and
N
uh
salt salt sult
S
in
U L T
yes, very good. Insult sult sult insult. Is it okay right now, Michelle?
uh S U L T.
C.
Huh?
Yes, insult. That's it. Very good. sult.
Mm, mm,
Is
mm.
it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. SULT, Miss Jen. SULT, not SULP. Not P. That is the T.
U L
T, T, T.
P B.
Yeah. T, T, not P, not T. That is a T. S U L T.
Uh, SUL
T. Do you remember the T?
T
Like teach. I teach you English. So that is T. Do you remember the T in English? T like T little. Little. Little.
little.
Little. Insult.
Mm, ins-
Sult. The T at the end of the verb, not the P at the end of the verb. Do you understand, Miss Jen?
no, I cannot. Can you support send this word into chat box?
Insult.
I don't know this word.
Sult. No, no. I spell the word for you here. I spell it right now. Sult. Insult. Insult. Is it okay?
I
Insult.
L
In. Do you know in?
in
Insult. In the house, in the school, in the
mm,
restaurant. In. In. Sold. Sult. T, not P. Is it okay right now? T, not P. It's a T. Insult.
mm,
Insult. Insult. Oh, you need to learn the alphabet again, Miss Chen.
mm, again.
Insult. Insult.
Uh,
Insult.
mm. Okay, okay. Um,
So right here, we have already supported you, okay? Please check out the schedule message. We sent you the word insult,
okay. I got
Insult.
this
That is the word
word.
insult. Yes, not T. That is a T in English.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so
So
insult means that you try to make somebody hurt by your saying, by your words, okay, by your words. That is verbal words. You say
mm,
something to make everybody feel very sad.
so you want to ask me think about when somebody use um very bad words for me, how do I feel, right?
Yes, okay. I'm asking you to create the situation by
Mm,
using feeling under the weather and insult.
whether
You try to use feel under the water and insult in this situation.
um, mm, is so and under the weather. Uh, okay. Today I feel um today I'm under the weather because I did my examination not good, but
But what, Mr. But what?
but but my friend um my friend do not understand me. They also say that, but they also insult me by the
Yeah, by saying
but
what,
my
for example?
my friend didn't understand me. They also make several ins insult about mistake, my mistake.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. And you can you will use the word insult like this. You will insult somebody by something. Insult somebody by
So
something. Insult you.
okay, again, but my
Yeah.
friend didn't understand me. My friend didn't understand me, but they also insult me by by by
But what, Mr. What?
insult me by my mistake. Uh,
Oh,
is it okay?
you're very good. I understand everything. And then what happens next, Mr.? What is the next event? What was next?
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
of course, I argue my friend. Uh, my friend insult me by my mistake, and then I could not. Uh, they insult me by my mistake. It their action, their act, their action drive me, make me angry, and then I argue with them.
Oh, and argue with them.
Mm,
Anything else you want to share, Mister?
I try to give you more detail about the situation, but my
If
vocabulary is not enough.
Okay, so let me help you. So did you say
Mm,
that you said something about you feeling under the water because your friend said something very bad to you. So here I need to understand I need to understand one thing. What does your friend actually do? Okay, what does your friend actually do to make you feel so underwater like this? You said that your friend insults you by actions or by her saying.
uh, the detail
Yeah.
about action or saying
Yes, very good
regarding to
action face.
install.
Yes, very good. That's it. That's it. Please continue. Please continue, Mister. Yes.
Uh, they laugh at me because I cannot finish my examination, but they
Oh,
do.
and you cannot finish
Uh,
your examination, but they do what?
mm, but they finish it. They got they will got a good mark. They will got a good result. Mm, they will got the good result, and but me, but I don't. I won't.
No, they got a good result. But I will not. You should use the
Mm,
structure of future tense. I will not. Not like but I don't. Okay. Very good, Miss Jane. Because I think you forget the word result. But finally you remember the word result. Very good. So it's like you predict you predict that you will not get a good result. So here we have the word predict. Predict means predict means you will think about something, okay, which
yeah,
is going to happen in the near future, but you are not sure. So we have the word predict in this situation. You are not sure it will happen, so you are going to predict something like this. Do you understand me, Mister? Predict.
predict. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
very good. So right here, Ms. Jen, please recap the details of your situation again and try to organize the details in a good order because you need to put all the details back in order so the listener can understand you clearly. So right now, here are the three keywords: influential, here are the three keywords:
mm,
insult,
mm,
feeling under the
result.
weather.
Mm,
Yeah, instead of feeling under the weather and predict because we are talking about the result. So I would suggest you to use the word predict in your situation. Is it okay, Mister?
okay.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, sure.
so uh, mm, I feel this works so hard for me to create a situation. I have no any
But
idea. Uh,
oh, so Mister. But what kind of word? What kind of word? That makes you feel very hard to create the situation, Mister. What is the word? Can you share with me? What is it?
uh, uh, um, pre-work in because I cannot think about I cannot thinking create any situation to connection pre-works that you get me.
I understand. You cannot create any situation to connect
Mm,
the three words that I just give you, right, Mister? Connect the three
yes.
words altogether. Very good. Okay, so here, okay, I'm going to support you by my situation right now. I just give you three words that is insult, feel under the weather, and
Uh,
predict. Predict. Okay, so here, so right now this is my situation, my example for you. As
uh,
I said that at my office, I usually sit at my office thinking and predicting about everything. I can imagine worse or that. Okay, I can imagine in a worse way or in a better way. It depends on my mood. But here, okay, when it comes to when it comes to the situation of me waiting, okay, for the approvals of my loyal clients, I feel again so much under pressure, and somehow I predict things are going to happen in a worse way, which makes me feel very under the weather. All of a sudden, I feel so under the weather when I think or predict about my result in a worse way. It's like I think about my loyal clients and I think about the way that they are going to ask me to remake the contract for them to get to get more benefits and something like this makes me feel so under the weather. So I think that is just my prediction, but somehow my prediction will become will come in real life. So it makes me feel not only scared but also under the weather. But the more I think about it, the more I imagine, the more I think about the better result like this, the more I imagine the situation in which my customers, my loyal clients will come directly to meet me and will use many bad words to insult me because I think that the customers, the clients, when they cannot get the things that they want, they are going to they are going to use bad words, to make the listener hurt. And when they get the listeners hurt or the contractor hurt, they achieve their goals because you can only win the battle when you can only win the battle when you make your enemy feel hurt. So I also predict that one day that the loyal clients come to me and they are going to use bad words to insult me because of my mistakes or because of my staff's mistakes. They just say they just insult me so suddenly and so naturally like this. And then after that, they are going to apologize, for their insulting or for their actions. So I think the client's part is very easy for them, to both insult and apologize at the same time because they know that the manager or the director, will be sympathetic to them at all costs under any circumstances. So this is my situation for the three words insult, under the weather, and predict. So you can connect the word predict and insult all together. It's like you think of the situation in which people are going to impact you by their saying or by their bad behaviors. And when they impact you, but not in real life, it's just you sitting in the corner of your room, or it's just you standing alone around the corner, in your workplace or in your room, thinking and imagining. So when you think too much, you imagine too much in your mind, you can use the word predict, but you predict things in a negative way, not in a positive way. So you can connect the prediction with the insult like this. You predict somebody is going to insult you because of what circumstance, for example, and then you, of course, you will feel under the weather. So right now, do you really feel? Do you really feel the connection that I'm trying to 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 link you, Michelle? Do you feel? Do you really feel the connection that I'm trying to create right here.
Mm, okay. I
Okay,
try
so
to
here, you waiting
think.
for you. Yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, in last 3 months, in last three, in last three 3 months, I tried
The previous
to.
statement.
Okay, previous 3 months, I tried to speak. I was trying to seek uh, a new job, but
Yes.
uh, whenever I go to, whenever I gone to an interview, I always feel, um, I always feel re- rejection about this. Uh,
Description about this.
Rejection about the interview I was on.
Oh, but again, Miss Strang, did you say prediction? Say prediction.
Reject.
You have the word like predict is the verb.
Mm,
Predictive or predictable. Something is predictable. It means that you can predict. You can say that the accident is predictable. It means you predict about the accident before, and right now it's actually happening. So you will use the word predictable like this. So here, predictable.
okay, okay,
So what is the thing? What is it?
okay. Another situation. Um,
Yes, sure.
in previous 3 months, I tried, I tried to get a new job. So I accept to join many interview. But after the after the interview, I usually feel I usually feel under the weather because I did not finish the interview as well. Um, I will think about the result. I also worry about the offer.
You also worried about the offer and
Yes, I also worry about I read it. I read it about. Uh, mm, I mean, I read it about the interviewer will send me the offer after that. Mm,
Oh, think about the
yes.
interviewers and did you the offer after that?
Oh,
Interviewer.
because because in because I did not answer um on of their question as well. Uh, as you know, my conversation skill or my English is not very good. So I cannot express all of my idea uh, regarding to the question. So
Oh, I understand. But it is very good of you right now because you can express all the details, okay, in a good
mm,
order. Like
mm, mm,
so here, I understand everything about you,
mm,
okay. Prediction about the interviewer, Miss Yang. Please remember,
uh,
interview,
interview.
interviewee, interviewer, employ,
Uh,
employer, employee. Okay, these are
uh,
the these are the family words. Okay, of the word. Do you understand me, Miss Yang? Do you understand me?
yes, I understand you, but I try to remember on all of the work. But I
Okay,
usually
very good.
fail. I usually fail uh, when I use it, when I apply it to my my conversation.
Okay, I understand. Okay, but everything is perfect right now. We just need
Mm,
to push it further. Okay, like this. Very good. So let's move to the second idiom today. That is the word on cloud nine. It means that extremely happy. So like I said that I feel on cloud nine. It means I feel extremely happy. So here, okay, you can talk about your life. You can talk about your family, for example, and in Vietnamese, okay, this word comes from Asian countries. We usually use this phrase, okay, in Vietnamese to say that, oh my gosh, I just win a lottery. I just win a
mm,
big lottery. So I
mm,
just
mm,
also, yeah, of course, I feel like, oh my gosh, I am on cloud nine. So to be
mm,
on cloud nine and feel on cloud nine, it means that you are in paradise. In
mm,
paradise, not
mm,
again, not in hell, on heaven. You can say, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on heaven. I feel like I'm okay in paradise. I'm on cloud nine. So we have three phrases, Miss Jen. First, on cloud nine. Second, in paradise. Okay. Third, okay, in heaven.
mm.
In heaven, in paradise, on cloud nine. So right
Uh,
now, think about the things, okay, in life that makes you feel on cloud nine.
the thing that me feel on wow.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Cloud,
Um,
cloud, cloud nine.
cloud nine. Cloud nine. Um, the thing make me feel on cloud nine. Um, that's the when I heard that my manager made the decision, um, made a the made decision regarding to
Regarding
uh
the regarding what?
oh
You
I'm
forgot the
trying
idea?
to okay, I'm trying to manage the idea. I mean, when I heard that my manager give me a offer regarding to salary up, yes, I feel on cloud nine.
Oh, very good.
Uh,
Also, when your manager offers you, you will feel like on cloud nine, right?
uh,
On cloud nine.
yes.
Oh, but why?
Why? Because my salary will my my salary will higher
Oh,
higher than
um,
current. Yes, and and I feel that I understand that my contribute for company
yeah. You
was
understand that your contribution, your contribution to your company.
contribution. My contribution was oh my contribution has been appreciated.
Very good. Appreciate it. Passive voice,
Mm,
Mr. I'd appreciate you. You are appreciated by me, for example.
mm,
Yes.
uh,
And anything else you want to share, Mr.
yes, and this is can you support
Uh,
me the động lực?
yeah.
What is động lực?
Or the motivation.
Yes,
The motivation. Yeah. Yes,
I
motivate,
forgot.
motivation.
I forgot this word. And
Is it-
I can refresh. I can refresh my make my motivation fresher than before.
But why, Mr. Why did you say that you make your motivation
Mm,
more pressure than before? Why so?
mm. Because I know that because I know that my contribution has been appreciated by them by um, by my line manager. So they so she make a decision.
Oh, so my contribution
Uh,
is okay. Is like my contribution to the company is
mm,
okay. Is more than my manager expects. So
mm,
the manager, will appreciate your
yes.
efforts and your
Uh,
contribution. And then what else? What else, Miss Jen? Why do you mention motivation in this case? Because contribution is good. Appreciate is very good. Can
appreciate.
you say something about the motivation is something very negative? I don't understand.
Uh, motivation mean negative, huh? I don't know this.
No, 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 no. Motivation is positive, but the way that you use the word motivation in this
Uh-huh.
situation, it makes me feel you want to say that
Uh,
the motivation you have is very
okay.
negative.
Okay. I got it.
Yes.
Um, I mean, I, mm, I mean, I I had to work very hardly in long time. Uh, for long time, right? I mean,
Yes. Okay.
I had to work very hard for a long time. Um, so I had to work very hard for a long time, but didn't review they didn't review my performance.
Oh
They
my. Oh
yes,
man.
they
Yeah.
keep silent. They keep They keep silent, and I still work day by day without any plan, any I mean I mean promotion. Yes.
Oh, any
Okay.
promotion.
Okay. Again. Uh, I use the motivation work because I had to work very hard for a long time, but my manager didn't say anything for me uh about promotion or salary up. I think that the scope of work not I think the scope of work that I had to I had to do is not equally to the monthly salary that I receive. So when I am so when I heard that my manager made a decision regarding to salary up, I feel uh I feel on cloud nine. Is it okay?
Yeah, very good. But the situation seems very long, Mrs. Chen. So when I listen to your situation,
I'm
I
so
need to pay.
tired
Okay,
to create the
yeah,
situation
because yeah, your situation is very long, and I need to pay like
now.
okay, I need to pay extreme
And you're
attention, okay, to
friendless.
every detail.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you're
okay, yeah, that's
friendless.
it. Yes, that's it. Very good. But the situation is so long, it's like oh, step one, step two, step three, so many steps in your situation. Then and then I understand very good. But I thought, oh my gosh, this situation is so long.
Oh,
Like
oh my
you are
God.
creating a story for me. But this is very good. This is very good.
Okay,
Sure,
thank
okay.
God you understand me.
No. But right now I feel very happy because right now your English gets okay better and better. You can arrange your ideas more quickly, and you can express your ideas clearer to me. Because let's look
Mm,
back. Okay, 2 weeks ago it was very hard for you to express the ideas whenever I asked you about something in English. But right now you can express okay your English very clearly, which is really good right now. And here okay at least but one mistake.
but I expect that I can go faster.
Yeah, very
I
yeah.
can go faster with you. But for example, when you said that you will give me a video in tomorrow or the last
No, the
the
video is
previous day,
previous
but
previous.
until now I do not see anything.
Oh, the video was already created and
Mm,
it was uploaded on YouTube already. But we have like 20 videos uploaded on YouTube all together at the same time. Okay, on the previous day, which was 2 days ago, we will uploaded
mm,
everything. But then the YouTube channel they need to double check all the contents because
mm,
they want to make sure that we do not insult we do not curse we do not use bad words, okay, in the YouTube, okay, channel. I don't understand the reason why. These days, YouTube takes like 48 or even 3 days to examine all the videos from all kinds of YouTube users because we are not the YouTuber. We're just normal people or the company internal people in the company to use the YouTube as as an internal channel for storing videos and storing files. But YouTube organization makes everything last a little bit longer. In order to keep the good content for the customers. That is that is the reason why I feel very bad and angry. But I need to accept the truth. So sorry. Oh, is it? Miss Yang, I feel very happy for your situation right now, but we need to run faster. So right here, Miss Yang, please look at your okay. Uh, so you need to double check your pronunciation. When it comes to the word cloud, you only pronounce loud. If you pronounce loud, it means that something is very loud. Like the music is loud, the song is
Mm,
loud. Yeah,
mm,
don't pronounce loud. Please remember the C letter, like cloud,
oh,
cloud, something like this.
wow,
Cloud.
wow. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Um, I want to ask you about how can uh decide the way to the way to do practice use vocabulary uh by create the situation regarding to this work. But how can I learn more vocabulary? I mean, how can I expand my vocabulary uh beside the way create situation? Uh,
Oh, we need to use more synonyms and antonyms. We will have. I
mm,
already showed you the dictionary, like synonym dictionary online or antonym dictionary online. So please use that dictionary whenever you want to create a situation. It's like if you use the word want a lot, like I want to do this, I want to do that, it's going to make your vocabulary worse. So you need to know what are the synonyms with the word want. Instead of saying want, we can use the word like I desire to. I desire to speak English more. I desire to recreate my vocabularies. So we have the word like desire to do something or want to do something or wish to do something. This is the way. Do you understand me, Mr.?
oh,
So here,
okay.
uh, you need to renew your vocabulary. Renew. It means
Mm,
you cannot use the old vocabulary again and again. Whenever you want to use your vocabulary, please double check with yourself. Can I find another synonym with my word? Like, okay, you just want to use the word like use. And you need to ask yourself, are there any other synonyms with the action verb use? And you will find out like take advantage of, make use
mm,
of, or benefit from something. So that is the
mm,
way that we gain more vocabularies. And if you can use more vocabularies, synonyms and antonyms, your vocabulary, your vocab network gets bigger and bigger, and it is going to be much easier for you to get to express your feelings or your thoughts in English. So right here we have the dictionary here that is called the synonym dictionary that is called the thesaurus. Thesaurus. Okay, so let me resend you this thesaurus dictionary again. This is a very good one.
mm.
Renew your vocabulary, Michelle. Yeah, this is the online dictionary that you should use.
Uh,
Pretty sure.
mm, mm.
And the
But
next one, okay.
the problem is I cannot connection
That
vocabulary
connection,
and
yeah, the connection is very hard. You need to
oh
you need to write a lot, like draft writing. You need to develop a hobby and a habit for yourself every day. It's like, yeah, I
mm,
should write, okay. I should try to create a situation based on, okay, based on, based on the words that I just studied, based on the words that I just studied.
mm,
So that is it. So here, okay, in order to create the connection, there there are no other ways than trying to create a situation every day. You need to learn to write a lot of strength. If you don't want to write, please use please use the phone notes to draft your ideas down into the phone notes, and it's going to be much better. Is it okay, Miss Jen?
okay, can understand.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's get
Um,
back to our last idiom. That is the word "has over heels." Has
um,
over heels. Has over heels. Okay, so
head
it's like
over
if
heels.
I'm yeah, if I am head over heels with somebody, that means that I am extremely in love with somebody. I am so in love with somebody else, but I cannot control my feelings. It's like it's too big. The love is too big that it has over heels. Okay, so right here, Miss Zhang. Okay, so please try to create a situation. For me, it's like you fall in love for the very first time, and you can choose the love like love at first sight or love. Okay, love developed from friendship or love developed from the love from the blind dating love.
I can use this word from something or this word can use for something.
No. This idiom is not a word, Christian. This idiom is
Okay,
only
this
used.
item, can I use this item for something or is only used for somebody?
Oh, it's only used for people. It's only
Okay,
used for people,
okay.
not for people.
Okay. After okay, after the first time I make my oh, can I use this item from animals?
No, has over here is only used for people.
Only okay, only for people. Um, at the first time I make at the first time I make my boyfriend, I will head over the hills.
Oh, okay. At the very first time I meet my boyfriend, I
Mm.
feel has over here very good. Oh, okay. Can you share with me what strongly impacts you on the very first day you meet your boyfriend? What strongly impacts you on the very first day you meet your boyfriend?
Most strongly important.
It impacts you like,
Okay.
for example.
Mm. At the first time I met my boyfriend, I feel over. And I feel head over the hill. Uh, because were attract. I was um interested by interested in his face and in his face and
Yeah, are they attracted by his face, by his face? But what
I
part of the face that makes you feel attracted? What part of the face?
the
What part of
park.
the face?
Okay, the park of the place.
Yes,
And I was interested in his face, especially especially right, especially
especially what? Yes,
especially um uh especially I always look at his eyes um, his, because I feel warmly. I feel so warm whenever I look at his eye. His eye
yes. You feel so
and
warm inside.
mm, mm,
Yes,
mm, I feel so warm when I look at his eye, and I also express interested in his action.
yes,
He act with each other so gentle. He's a truly gentleman because he uh I got stuck here. Uh-huh.
yeah. You feel like he's such a gentleman, but he is such a
Mm,
gentleman in what kind of actions? It's like at work he has to do a lot, or at daily life, okay, if he does something, okay, like he helps you, okay, with the housework or whatever you need help, he's going to appear right at the time that you need help, for example.
um, he- he's um he's just uh he's just a gentleman um, because I saw he have women uh, a, a women to open the door. Um,
Yes. So that is the behavior of being a gentleman. Just daily life behaviors. So what about at the time that you meet him, for help at work, or at the time that you meet him for help, in many aspects of life, or when it comes to many aspects of life. So here, we have like the aspects of finance, the aspects of work, the aspects of education, for example, or the aspects of conflict solving. So what kind of situation that you really need him and you feel like he's such a big gentleman or he's such a big hero to save your life, for example.
okay. Oh, how can I create a situation? Um,
Or
okay, I think about I'm thinking more detail to create the situation.
yes,
Um, um, At the very first time I saw, at the very first time I meet my boyfriend after the workplace, at at the workplace, I I was head over the hills because I was attracted, I was interested in his trait and his hobby hobbies. Mm. He has a nose very sexy. I mean, and he also a truly gentleman. I can say that because I saw him have a women to open the door and bring uh and have other people bring no, he had other college to carry the heavy thing out. Uh, I mean
Yeah,
she's
he
oh okay, I mean he's a warm. I think he has a warm sound. Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand you. To say that he has a, I think you want to use the word like a warm heart. He has
Oh,
a warm
okay, warm
heart.
heart,
Yes,
heart.
yes,
Okay.
yes, a warm heart, a warm
Okay,
heart.
that okay. I got it.
Yes,
Warm
okay.
heart.
You got it right.
Warm heart is
Very good.
mm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. And here, okay, you can say that after listening to your situation, Sherry, I can feel
Oh,
like okay, when it comes to emotion, Mister, when it comes to your emotion, you feel very confused.
mm,
You feel very confused. Putting all the details into the right order. So right now, please recap all the details again and and try not to be affected by your emotions. You should separate emotions okay away from okay your idea. So right now you need to recap the details and please try to present them to please
mm,
try to present the situation to me again. But make sure you will speak
mm,
fluently and try to use the word has over heels many times in your situation. I know that the situation is very long, Mr. But you need to repeat the audience has over heels. Okay, step number one like this. Step number two, he does something like this, and I feel has over heels again. And step number three, I also feel has over heels with him again and again and again. Again, I cannot control myself, for example, something like this.
okay, I need to recap the idea, the memory.
Oh, it's okay. I understand the process,
But
Michelle. I know you very well.
the problem
Yes,
is
I know you very well.
connection. But the problem is
Yeah,
connection. Okay, it's
yeah, I,
always my problem.
yeah. But we need to learn step by step to break it down.
Mm,
So no worries.
mm, mm. I create a situation. Uh, I use the head over the heels to create a situation again, right?
Yes, yes, mistress.
Uh, I was over the hill. Um, I were over the hill. When I'm my best friend have my best friend has give a birth, and when I make her baby, and when I make her baby at the first time, I was over the hills. Uh, the baby, uh, the the baby is mm, the baby is so cute with uh brown face and uh chubby,
Chubby? Wow.
chubby, yes.
Chubby. Uh,
Uh,
yes, and mistress, anything else you want to share?
just stop.
Yeah, he said that okay, the baby is very cute and the
Okay.
baby is very chubby. But here, okay,
Yes.
this just describe when you see the baby, you know that the baby is very chubby. So what are you going to do? Are you going to hug the baby? And are you going to are you going to use your hand to tease the baby, for example? Like when we meet a chubby baby, we cannot control our feelings. We are going to hug, we are going to kiss, we are going to
Mm-mm.
use our hand to touch the baby's hair. So think about the actions that you are going to do to show that you are head
Mm-hmm.
over heels with the baby like this.
Okay.
Uh,
I I had I had over the hill. I had over the hills with baby because the baby looked very cute. Looked very cute and chubby. Uh, baby with the because I cannot stand anymore and want to I cannot stand anymore and I want to I try to I want to try hold hold the baby for hold baby in try to hold the baby in some minutes.
oh,
Uh,
and 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 when
and
you hold the baby
I
in your
hold
arms, hold the baby
the
in your
head
arms. What? Yes, for what?
for
For a minute, and what is going to happen, Miss Jen? What's next? What's next?
uh what's next? Yes, I okay. I try to hold the baby in my arm for some minutes. But the baby um cry crying out loud suddenly. So I have to I have to give baby back. I have to give baby back to my friends. My friend. Yes. This
Yeah.
is what I
And
want to say.
oh, a very, very, very good way of saying. So first, I think it's really good when we can describe the action by
Mm.
you holding the baby in your arms because you cannot stand the cuteness of the baby. We study the word tolerate together. We study the word stand together. It's like I cannot tolerate the cuteness of the baby.
Ah,
So yeah okay I approach. You know the word approach already. I approach the
yeah.
mother very quickly and I approach okay the baby very fast and I try to grab the baby and okay hold him in my arms. We have the word grab like craft service. If you want to go somewhere, you are going to book a crab. That is that's what crab is also an action verb in English. You try to grab something very quickly by your hand because you want to hold it in your hand. So you are going to grab the baby and hold the baby inside your arms because okay you can say that I cannot stand the cuteness of the
Mm.
baby. Okay, the
Oh.
cuteness of the baby makes me feel head over heels. So you can say that okay the
Ah.
cuteness of the baby makes me
Cute.
feel head over heels. Cute
Mm.
cuteness. And we have the synonym with cute. You can search for the synonym on okay, the thesaurus
Love.
dictionary.
Ah.
Yeah. No, it's not lovely. Lovely is the same as cute. Okay, very good. But lovely and cute are basic English words. You can look for the word, or you can look for the synonym with lovely and cute. Okay, from okay, the short dictionary that which is adorable. Adorable. You
Ah.
can say that the baby is
Adorable. Okay.
so adorable. But okay, adorable is a very strong word. If somebody is adorable, it means you cannot you when you meet that adorable person, you cannot stop looking at that person. You cannot get your eyes away from that person. And that is the word adorable. Cute is good. Lovely is good. But adorable is like, okay, you cannot find any other people to replace that person, that adorable person. So do you
Mm.
understand English, Jane?
Okay, I understand you.
Very good. And then here, okay, we will practice a lot by listening, and we practice a lot today by the memory, okay, by memory capacity. You need to learn, okay, to memorize. I know that after this class, you are going to forget everything. Maybe 50%, or maybe, okay, somehow lucky that is 60%. But don't worry, because we are going to develop everything again on the brand map tomorrow. So we will run the online or the courses by brand map tomorrow to brand map all the things that we study or we go through by the radio talk method combined with okay, the memory capacity. Do you understand me, Mister?
Okay, I understand you.
Yes, okay.
Mm.
So it's very good. Okay, so it's very good to get the best out of you today. And it should make you feel tired. And the only way to make you feel tired is to make you wreck your brain. To think of the
Mm.
situation. You need to wreck your brain to memorize all pieces of information. It's very hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the effort here. So right here we need to stop here because it's
Mm.
because okay the lecture is enough. If you continue to study with me, you are going to malfunction. It's not good. So right here, Miss Strang, we need to stop here and you need to take a rest. And I'm going to meet you again tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you so much, Miss Tan. Good night and see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Yes, okay. Goodbye. And tomorrow we study by the brand map in Zoom, Miss Strang.
Mm.
Yeah, see you. Good night,
Mm.
Miss Strang. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye bye. See you.
Bye.